Hey, what's up, y'all? I was bragging it's D about to react to this vid by B with the T. This is Latto called out for photoshopping her crowd at Coachella. Megan speaks for the first time since trial. A lot of y'all were telling me to react to this situation that she photoshopped the crowd. Why would she do that? I'm very interested to see what this Photoshop looks like. Let's watch.
Okay, you guys, so Latto performed at Coachella, and it seems like she did her thing. But fans are really feeling some type of way about her because they are accusing her of photoshopping.
It's giving me Beyonce. Survivor? Am I thinking of Survivor? I don't know if it was Survivor, but I have an image of Beyonce in a similar getup like this.
Fans into her picture to make it appear like she had more people in the crowd than there really were. So
but this ain't your show
right here, and at first glance, it looks normal. It looks like a full crowd.
Let me see if I can spot the Photoshop. I mean, I guess this side looks a little blurry.
Nothing wrong with it, but if you look closer, you can see that there are a few repeats in the crowd. Now this is mainly towards the edges, but as you can see, there are a few repeats in the crowd. But fans said things like, why did Latto photoshop the crowd like that? Then had the nerve to say Lattochella. You Photoshop crowds now?
Girl. No, she did not say Lattochella. I'm sure you were way down the list, sis. In the very little small fonts on the lineup. Let's stop it. Don't act like you was headlining anything. Talking about Lattochella. That's kind of embarrassing to say that. But on top of it, why would you Photoshop this fucking crowd as if they all came here to see you? These people are most of them aren't here to see. You know what? I ain't gonna say what these people are here to see, but when people come to festivals, obviously they're there to see multiple people. Like there are a million fucking people who perform. I can't even get my fucking words out. This is so stupid. So why would you need to Photoshop and make the crowd look fuller than it actually is, as if all these people are here to see you anyway? Like that's just, I don't understand.
Those fans are edited. Latto using Photoshop fans is a new low in the world of entertainment.
Really weird.
First bots, now Photoshop. When will it end? It's an expanded pic. If you look at the edges, not Photoshop. Y'all need jobs. And Latto did hear all the commotion that was going on, and she took to her Instagram stories to try to clear the air. She said, never Photoshopped a crowd, LMAO. I expanded it so it would fit in my Instagram swipe without getting cut off. But it was clearly F'd up, so I didn't end up using it and just posted the wrong version by accident on Twitter, babes. Next. Now, this is a video of the crowd that was out there when she was performing. It was quite a few people. Now, remember, this is Coachella, so they are there to see multiple people, so you are naturally going to have a very large crowd. But tell me what you think in the comments. Moving on to the next subject.
I just feel like she's doing a lot of goofy stuff back to back. So she's giving the barbs like material. She's giving them shit to drag her about. And it's like, and she addresses it every fucking time. She falls into their trap time after time again. It's like, girl.
Okay, you guys, so Megan Thee Stallion has been on hush hush, and she's just starting to come back out ever since the Tory Lanez trial. And she decided to speak with Elle magazine about everything she's been going through with this crazy ordeal. So she said, I don't want to call myself a victim as I reflect on the past 3 years. I view myself as a survivor because I have truly survived the unimaginable. Not only did I survive being shot by someone I trusted and considered a close friend, but I overcame the public humiliation of having my name and reputation dragged through the mud by that individual for the entire world to see. For years, my attacker laughed and joked about my trauma. For years, my attacker peddled false narratives about what happened the night of July 12th.
All right, let's move on. I'm sorry.
For years, my attacker tried to leverage social media to take away my power. Imagine how it feels to be called a liar every day, especially from a person who was once part of your inner circle. Now, she did say a lot more, but she ended with, These past few months, I've been healing after
Good.
being in such a dark place.
I love that.
The physical and mental scars from this entire ordeal will always sting, but I'm taking the appropriate steps to resume my life.
Good for you.
I spent the last few months off social media
Good.
and taking time off for myself, spending time with my dogs,
Yes.
hanging out with my manager Ferris, and doing a lot of praying.
Eat, love,
so
pray.
what do you guys think about what she's
Good, Megan.
said? What do you think about her finally speaking out about her feelings and everything that she went through this entire situation? And how do you guys feel about the verdict that was read with Tory Lanez being guilty? Do you guys feel like he really did it?
And I mean, I don't want to be insensitive. Clearly, this was a lot for her. I get it. I got it. But it's like the trial has concluded. The nigga is sitting in a jail cell somewhere. Like, I just don't want this to be a part of her story. Like, you know, because, and I love that she's acknowledging that she's not a victim, that she's a survivor. I love that, because I just would hate for her to take on this victim mentality and just keep clinging to this, you know? It's just like, yes, it happened. All right. It's time to move on. Don't make yourself a victim for years like Taylor Swift did with with Kanye West or anything like that. You know, don't make don't make yourself a victim, all right? Because you're not a victim. Like you said, you are a survivor. So I respect that. But yeah, let's get into this music. You snatched. She probably got snatched because she was depressed, to be honest. So anyway, you look great, and you know you have made it on the other side. So I support your healing, and I hope that things go well for her moving forward. But I just personally, I'm just tired of hearing about this Tory Lanez thing, to be honest. Like, this happened so many years ago, and then we was waiting for the trial forever, and then that was a whole dragged out process. Then we talked about that to death, and it's like, all right. So I don't personally want to keep talking about it, or I want to hear about it. But this ain't my story, so whatever. If she want to talk to a lot of magazines about it, then I guess, all right, girl. But like I said, I really would love for her to just, you know, accept what happened and move forward, because that's what healing is all about. And I feel like people get so caught up in feeling like, oh, to heal I have to keep talking about it and addressing it and keep telling my story. I just don't agree with that sentiment. I feel like you become a victim when you do that. I'm a big believer in like letting shit go, and I know that's easier said than done. I got it, I get it, but life is easier fucking said than done. You gotta push the fuck through, you know? Anyway, what was this video about mainly? Oh, Latto. Latto girl, you just stop feeding to the barbs. They are gonna troll you for the rest of your fucking days, bitch. So you better get strapped in. you got a bumpy ride, okay? The barbs are gonna be on your ass. They gonna make a big deal out of everything you do. So you wasting your time just addressing every little thing. You should have just paid this dust and kept it pushing. Like, girl, I feel like she addresses every little thing. Like, you ain't gotta do that. Anyway, sure, she photoshopping on Instagram and Twitter. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye!